All right. So, as you all can see, today we are taking a look at the two Western Conference play-in games that are happening tonight between the Lakers and Pelicans and the Kings and Warriors. So, let's start with the Lakers at the Pelicans. And although this game wasn't too close on Sunday when these two teams played, the odds makers are telling us that this game tonight should be close, as at the moment, the Pelicans are favored by 1 point. The other thing is to start it off, Anthony Davis is just a straight up matchup problem for the Pelicans at this one, as he's too athletic for Jonas Valanciunas and he's too big for Larry Nance. So that's a point of emphasis for the Lakers moving forward. Then I think for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson is a real key to me, really because you know what you're getting from the other two stars in CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. And it's really twofold at that in terms of the attention that those two players are going to demand and also the production that they're going to put up. So I do think the Pelicans have a ton of guys that are comfortable scoring over the top of the defense, which is important since the Lakers have Anthony Davis protecting the rim. I also think LeBron's defense on Zion was especially key on Sunday and could be key again in this game. He's done a pretty good job in that matchup. The only thing about that matchup is, when you sag off of Zion, it really gives him all those passing lanes to work with. And he's been a pretty good facilitator for the Pelicans lately down the stretch since he's been healthy. So when I look at this matchup, I see Anthony Davis as a matchup problem. I'm looking at Zion as a key for the Pelicans. And then I am going to take the Lakers late in this game to close it out, as you've got the ultimate veteran in the league in LeBron James leading the way. And then again, I'm just going to emphasize the Anthony Davis matchup problem. I think that's going to be huge for the Lakers down the stretch. Although I will say, I think this game is much closer than it was on Sunday in the game between these two. Pelicans make some minor adjustments. Zion plays better, but I'll take the team with the veteran stars to close it out late. Then we move to the Warriors at Kings, which is the nightcap at 10 o'clock tonight. Similar to the Lakers-Pelicans, I see another close game, and the odds makers are saying that this one is going to be close as well. I think the Warriors are favored by 3 at the moment. First thing I'm thinking about in this game is that there's going to be a lot of points scored. Again, similar to that Lakers-Pelicans game, the total for each of these games is right around 223, 224. That's a lot of points considering it's a single elimination game, essentially. And I think that's a product of two teams playing small ball. I expect the Kings to go with their usual starting lineup of Sabonis at the 5, and then the Warriors to combat that with Draymond at the 5. Speaking of that, that's just a big-time matchup because, again, you know what you're getting from Curry from a production standpoint. You know what you're getting from Fox on the other side from a production standpoint. How is that matchup going to go between Sabonis and Draymond? And I think even though the Kings are dealing with a bunch of injuries, they have sneaky good depth. They have guys that they can throw in there like a Trey Lyles, a Davion Mitchell. Obviously, you're going to shorten the bench a little bit in this type of play-in situation. But even though they're a little banged up, I think they're okay in terms of their depth. And the last point I'm going to make is which team will make key stops down the stretch? Because as I said, I think this is going to be a high scoring game. So stops will be at a premium near the end of the game. And the last point I'll make is we all know that De'Aaron Fox is a good to probably even great player in the league. I think to some degree he is still underrated. And I think that's going to show tonight. I think the Kings at home having a chance to avenge their first playoff series loss with this new regime last year to the Warriors is big. I'm actually taking the underdog in both of these games since right now the Lakers are a 1-point underdog. The Kings are a 3-point underdog. I'm going to take both underdogs. I have the Kings winning the nightcap tonight between the Warriors and the Kings with all those points I just made. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to hit more play-in action. As tomorrow we're going to have the Eastern Conference game. So expect a video like this at the same time tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching and stay tuned.